Hey guys, I am back and today I'm going to be doing another Empties video. Today is mostly skincare things with a few other little tidbits added in, but if you don't know, I am moving again, and I wanted to go through all of my last empties so that I can recycle them tomorrow before I move this weekend. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Not too crazy of a haul today, but I still hope it's interesting. If you like empties videos, I will link my playlist of them below and in the cards, along with some other videos like get ready with me's and other kinds of reviews that you might be interested in. And most of all, please stick around because lots of fun stuff happening right now, both on and off the channel. Starting with skincare, I have this Sephora collection melting cleansing balm. This is the one with algae extract. This one was nice. I think it's not quite as gratifying of a texture as like the Pharmacy Green Clean, for example. That one's kind of the ultimate, just like soft, melty, removes everything in the first go, very gentle. I got this one because I was wearing a lot of glitter and just like a lot of eye makeup, and I felt like using just my makeup erasers was causing a lot of eye irritation. So I wanted something just to like really get the eye makeup off, and then I could go in with cleanser, a makeup eraser, something else, and it definitely did the job. I think it's nice. Is it the best one I've ever used? No, but it's also just a little bit cheaper than some of the other ones that you can find in a Sephora, so it can be good. Because sometimes with like makeup remover, it's on my face for like 20 seconds. Like if it gets the job done, that's really all it needs to do. It doesn't have to cure cancer or anything. Then for night cream, I have, or no, this is a day cream. I have this Lancome Regenerate Lift Multi-Action Sunscreen Lifting and Firming Moisturizer. I really liked this one, especially I know you're not supposed to just wear something like this. You're supposed to wear it with sunscreen, blah, 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 blah. But sometimes if I was getting up and like first thing in the morning going for a run, this was nice because it would sink into my skin more. I felt like sunscreen would immediately sweat off and like get in my eyes and stuff like that. So this was nice for like specific uses like that, like very early mornings where I'm like get up and go, and I just want to get a little something on my skin. It is so heavily perfumed though, which is kind of a con. I have two of these Good Molecules clarifying and cleansing bars. I think this is the outer packaging for one that I mentioned in like my last empties. So sorry about that. I think this might be a duplicate, but I've gone through like 3, maybe even 4 of these. It's my favorite cleansing bar. And I will definitely be buying a new one once I work through some of the random other cleansers that are in my skincare box. I worked through The Ordinary Glycolic Acid 70% Toning Solution. This thing took years to get through. The last like good chunk of it I saw someone putting this specific toner on their scalp and rubbing it in and then letting it sit for like 15-ish minutes before taking a shower to help with like scalp buildup. And so I thought, might as well try it. I didn't notice that huge of a difference, but it also didn't irritate my scalp. Like my scalp felt good. So if I was gifted something like this again, I might use it up that way. But I don't know if I would repurchase this just because I have so many exfoliating products in that big box of skincare that I have. That just somehow never empties no matter how many products I use out of it. I used up my last Cetaphil Sun Sheer Mineral Face Liquid Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This is my go-to sunscreen. It doesn't break me out. It has a bit of a white cast, but I typically am wearing it under makeup or something like that, or I just really don't care. And my skin doesn't react poorly to it, and so I tend to be sensitive to SPF. Then just kind of some randoms. I have this Sensodyne Pronamel toothpaste for sensitive teeth and cavity prevention. I like this one. I do sometimes have some sensitivity, so I like that one in particular. Moving into some body care, I used up my last Native deodorant. This was their plastic-free sensitive formula in the scent Cotton and Lily. I finally gave up on Native deodorants. I liked the idea of them, but they would just like leave residue. I would get like weird stains on my clothing, and I feel like they didn't work for a very long time. I think everyone's body chemistry is different. And speaking of body chemistry being different, I also used up this Lumi acidified body wash in the scent Clean Tangerine. Liked the scent, wasn't too overpowering. It was fine. It was a body wash. I felt like I had to use a lot of it to like get my body covered. And then I saw an ad that was like, this isn't necessarily meant for your whole body. It's meant for like smelly areas. I don't want to have multiple body washes. I want like a body wash. And then I also saw one of their ads. I got so many ads for Lumi. That's why I caved. And one of them was saying that if you use this, then you won't get like clogged pores or like texture on your legs or something like that. And I also did not find that to be the case. So I don't know. I think the whole pH thing's a little bit gimmicky. I'm using their deodorant right now. So, I mean, it's a deodorant. You'll probably get a full review when I finally use it up. But so far, I'm not overly impressed. The products tend to kind of promise to like clean your house and buy your groceries for you, and it's kind of just a deodorant. I used up these exfoliating sugar cube scrubs in the scent Sugar Cookie from this brand Feeling Smitten. And these were nice. There was a little bit of a learning curve. I feel like with the cubes, there's like a perfect amount of wet that they have to be in order to turn into a paste and not just dissolve. Because again, it's like a sugar scrub, like it's meant to dissolve and wash away, but you can't just rub just the cube on your arm or leg or whatever, because that is an inefficient way of doing it, and it's just very difficult. So like getting my hands a little bit wet and then like really working the cube into my hands into kind of a paste and then using that worked really well. I don't know if I would buy these over just like a regular sugar scrub. I don't think it worked better than like a just one that you'd get in a jar at Target. An old one that kind of got overlooked and fell behind stuff in my shower is this The Body Shop Pink Grapefruit Shower Gel Mini. This one was nice. I don't know if even The Body Shop is like around anymore. If they had like a set or something where the scents all looked up my alley, I might grab it, but I don't know. I'm not particularly like body wash loyal. I haven't found something yet where I'm like, this is the body wash that I will use for the rest of my life. And then finishing off with makeup. 2 primers. The first is this Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This used to be my favorite primer. It's very nice. I find that with my skin, like I don't need a lot of oil control, mattifying, anything like that. A powder is good for that for me. I just want my skin to be prepped and ready to accept other product over it, and something hydrating is perfect for that. One I didn't like as much is this Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. I just don't think I like pore smoothing primers. They're just not really for me. I recently threw one away because it made my face look worse than it does without primer. So it's fine. I will definitely not repurchase it. I also used up this e.l.f. Lash and Roll mascara. This I bought because I had forgotten to pack mascara when I was on a trip. This one, it doesn't feel like it's done. Like there's still plenty of product like on the brush, but it was starting to like not apply very well. And I definitely don't like it enough to put up with that. So I'm saying goodbye to this one. It was okay. I think if I was in a pinch, and like I just needed something cheap from Target, I would get it again. But I also really am liking the Essence one I'm using right now. So if I was in like an Ulta and I had not brought a mascara with me on a trip or something, I might lean towards Essence. Then the last product is this Kosas Revealer Concealer. I've had this for a while, so I was really happy to get it used up. This is nice. Again, it's not groundbreaking. It's a good concealer. I would say if you want something that's light to medium coverage, settles nicely, doesn't do anything crazy, just looks good, like basic everyday concealer, it's really nice. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of like the Fit Me concealers from Maybelline in like thickness, in coverage. I can't really speak to the shade range because I'm just like right there in the like light medium of everything. So that's not really something that I have like, I don't know if like Kosas has expanded their shades or something since I last bought it. I feel like the shade range was kind of small when I bought this, but that was also probably like 2 years ago. So that is everything for today's video. I was trying to be quick and concise with these reviews. I would say the standout products for me were, this sunscreen is my favorite. I would maybe consider buying another primerizer just because I do really like it, and my other favorite primer is also expensive, so it's not like I'm saving money. So maybe if it was on sale or something for like an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, I'd probably pick it up again. And I liked this body wash. It was nice. It smelled nice and was a good texture. So I think those were the 3 standouts of this month. And yeah, I am really happy to be letting go of these things, and hopefully we will have some more fun empties in another couple of months. So that is everything that I have for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.